to That Wrestling Podcast.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to That Wrestling Podcast. It is I, Brian, Joe, and Kevin. And Joe, I first have to say, you and Jason last week, bravo.
Oh,
Bravo.
because we
You
finished the
kept
show?
Yeah, you kept the peace. It was productive. Good points were made. Like, how did that happen?
Well, because you weren't there. So I think you instigated. I think you like to
Oh,
stir the pot a little bit, Brian. I think that's what it is. I think it's if we
okay.
look at the archive, you're like, oh, what's going on? Like, no, I'm just kidding. No, it was Jason's not here this week. I got to argue with someone now that there's three of us, but
Right.
I choose you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll
No,
see
well,
if we can fill that
thank you,
void.
thank you. Appreciate the compliment. No, it was a good job on both of us, and
Yeah.
sorry that you guys couldn't have been there. It's always tough when, I mean, summertime is just rough, it seems like,
Yeah.
for us four, but hopefully in the fall we can have more four-man crews.
I'd like that. We will have a fourth man a bit later on as we are going to do our preview and
Who's the fourth
predictions.
man?
And whose side is he on?
He's
But
on
yeah,
our side.
Clash in Paris, preview and predictions coming up. So we'll have our guest picker.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be all four next week, but we shall see. And me and Kevin are glad to be back after being off
Welcome
a
back,
week.
boys.
So
Holla.
feels good to be back in the chair. And we got a lot of
Oh,
important
Brian,
things to talk about. Yo.
before you do, like, speaking of last week, I'm just gonna be very quick about this one. I loved your message that you actually laughed at the Gilmore Boys idea.
That was great.
I mentioned it at work this week because we were talking Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah.
And like all my coworkers were on board with it too. It's like, oh my God, that show would be awesome. So
Exactly.
Netflix, like, make it happen. Gilmore
And
Boys.
I hope everyone had the whole reference to Gilmore Girls. Like, that's where my head was at.
That was mine too.
Okay, good. I hope people didn't
and,
just go
and
like,
I want
oh,
the intro.
his last name's Gilmore. Yeah.
I want the intro to be as silly as like their theme song too, but just those four beating the crap out of each other or getting a cone between their legs and just like doing this is them in their job.
Yeah. Now that sounds like some editing I could do. I might.
That's all that my family needs is. That's all Brett wants to do is watch Happy Gilmore 2. Let's watch the funny parts with the sons.
Yeah, they were the highlight. All four of them were the highlight of the movie.
And then
they love their jobs. Yeah.
And then Laura looks at me, and then I get the damn. And then Brett's like, Dad, we'll watch it when Mom's not around.
Love that kid.
Gordy, Terry, Bobby, and Wayne were like the best parts of that movie.
All the callbacks were fun, but they were, and MJF basically being MJF.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't exactly a big character stretch to be like, I'm angry,
Yeah, but I think it was a stretch because he wasn't trying to be obnoxious. He was just basically being a Bostonian, basically.
I guess so. Yeah, I loved it though. It was a worthy sequel. All the fun callbacks. So yeah, Gilmore Boys, definitely a point for you. But yeah, guys, we got to get into the big news. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. No, we'll go to some other podcast to hear the breakdown of that. Unless you got something, Kev.
Oh no! It doesn't affect me. They're not giving me their money.
Oh, okay, all right. I told the girls the news this morning, and Harper said, "Can we go to the wedding?" I said, "Well, you have to be invited, honey." Oh, okay, all right.
It's probably streaming somewhere.
Oh, I guarantee it's gonna be streaming.
Who knows? I mean, that'll be a Netflix special. That could be huge numbers for Netflix. All right. You heard it here first if it happens. Let's talk actual pro wrestling, though. Let's talk AEW. How about that transition? AEW Forbidden Door was, Sunday afternoon, I believe. And unfortunately, Jay can't be here. And he's the one who watched it from start to finish. It just finished like an hour ago.
Yeah.
But no, I'm joking. But some of the highlights, because I was, looking on social media and reading some recaps of it. Will Ospreay and his team wins the cage match. Definitely, apparently had some gruesome spots with it, especially with Moxley and Darby, and a fork to the ear is what I read. And Ospreay is going to have neck surgery. So they ran the injury angle after the fact where the heels beat him down. And what apparently was boggling the mind was all of the faces, all the good guys were outside the cage, and none of them climbed back into the cage to save their friend. So that's wow. When I read that, I'm like, holy shit, what a bunch of dorks. So that happened. We had Hangman still the champ. MJF, I think had got a 3 count, but then when the ref woke up, he saw that Hangman's foot was on the rope. So some shenanigans there. You've got Brody King and Bandito, better known as Brodito, as the new tag champs. And Wardlow's back. I don't know how long he's been gone for. It's probably been a year. And I wasn't as excited to see that he's back as I put in the rundown, 39th member of the Don Callis family. This is rivaling the like NWO roster of like what you just had, Virgil and
Here's
IRS and
Stevie Ray
Boss
and
Man,
Scott
yeah.
Norton.
Like
Yeah,
it's
Scott Norton was legit though, so
I
I
love
don't care
Scott
what
Norton.
anyone says.
I love Scott Norton too. He was a badass. But yeah, so
The
thinking about
disciple. Is that better?
yes, that's a
Okay.
good one. But all that into consideration, guys, and thinking about that and thinking about kind of what's next for AEW in the sense of injuries. Will Ospreay going to have neck surgery, so maybe he's out for a year. Swerve Strickland just showed that he had knee surgery, so maybe that's a couple of months. Kenny Omega is basically a part-timer now. It definitely feels like a little bit of a time of transition for AEW. Kev, your thoughts on kind of what you would like to see next, of maybe somebody who you'd like to see get a little bit more prominently featured, and maybe the absences of some of these top guys that have carried the company for a long time.
It it kind of given me, especially with Osprey and Swerve, they'll be out for a little bit, and then you see Copeland and Christian on the up and up. Kind of reminds me of a little bit of like WCW, where it's like the older established. And I'm saying Young Bucks in there. Kenny, yeah, he might not be on all the time, but he might not look it, but he's still one of the like the older, quote unquote, older guys. I feel like you're gonna have more of older taking control and not grow very much. I feel like they're going to be a little stagnant. And thank God for Tony Storm, because if she went down at all, I feel like that could be a couple cannonballs short of a sinking ship for AEW. This is where uh, uh, Fletcher
Okay.
put the rocket on him. Like guys like Darby, oh man, when he got thrown in that match, do you see the video where it was just like he got tossed and his body just ricocheted off the thing? Dude, you don't want to get hurt. You just got back. Let alone the
Yeah.
guy is like the elasticity of his body of like Stretch Armstrong, where he's never gonna like break. But like, man, I think this is a crucial time, as you kind of mentioned, for AEW. I think Tony's really got to figure something out because they can't just be cruising. And especially because Osprey, very, very kudos to WWE, right? Because apparently WWE reached out with like, hey, we know good doctors or
Give
whatever.
you some advice. Yeah.
Beautiful. Because like when he had his little thing, like his little tiff when he was like, oh, Triple H, like that little thing, like, oh, maybe you threw away your entire potential. WWE realizes the talent. Might not respect the immaturity back then, but I hope they're quick recoveries because I feel that Osprey and Swerve literally are two of like the heartbeats of that AEW roster.
hmm Joe, your thoughts?
My message to the AEW roster when it comes to injuries is just 2 words: B Miz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
it's
Didn't need to
this
do all that to have the career that he's had.
no, he doesn't get injured. He doesn't, and when it does, it was basically age. Like he was consistent and character development and put on matches and like one of the most respected performers in the entire business.
Mm-hmm.
B-Miz.
Fuck those zombies, man. They're the reason why he got
But
hurt
he
in the
made it
first
work.
night.
But he made it work.
He
That's the
did.
thing. You want like the guy gets no respect from the fans.
Yeah.
And it's not about like his character. It's about the fact that it's like, B-Miz. That's what you want a long career and still be relevant, B-Miz.
Mm-hmm.
And got no respect from his GM at that time either.
Yeah, I
With
mean, come on. Like he knows how to make things work. And it's like, this isn't trying to be pro WWE because it's like, they don't always use him in the best capacity, but when they do, it
Mm-hmm.
works. So I don't like seeing large amounts of roster members on any wrestling company go on the shelf. This happens to every company at one point. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you just have to ride. This is where you find out who you are. But for the next, so it doesn't happen again to the roster, Bemis.
And I think that's a great point. And I think Kevin mentioned Kyle Fletcher. He's on the up and up, so certainly could see him taking an even greater role. I think he's part of Don Callis' family, right? I mean, who
Yes, he
isn't,
is.
right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I
He's in
think
there.
he's the Scott Hall of the Don Callis family
Okay.
right now.
And is it
I don't think he's really the
Okada?
Hollywood Hogan yet or Nash.
Say, yeah, Okada would be like Nash or something. Okay.
Wardlow is a Scott Norton.
Yes. Shout out Scott Norton.
Oh my
I
God.
like it.
No,
We
but
already figured Brian's not Ward high. He's Ward low.
Wow.
Return.
Wow. Yeah, that's true. That is well said. Well said.
well, he
Not
was
well
part of
said, but
wasn't
well
he part
said.
of Kingdom or whatever like last time he was
Yeah.
here and then
Yeah, that's
he was part
right.
of the Pinnacle and he was part of what else was
Yeah.
he
Well,
part
just he
of?
was just MJF's buddy,
Right.
so to start. But yeah,
The dartboard. Where's he
Pinnacle.
going?
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah, that was a bit of a bummer. He was the man for a little bit there. I mean, it's been a long
A
time now. It's
long
been a
time
couple of
ago.
years
Years ago?
now. Yeah, yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking what 3 years ago now. But boy, I don't know. I don't know if he'll be able to get that back. It's going to be up to what the booking does. I would probably go to. I would make a bigger feature out of Bobby Lashley and Hurt Syndicate. Lashley's not getting any younger, guys. He's 49. Um, but he's still a big deal. They've just lost the tag titles, so there's a time where they can be done with that whole tag division thing and kind of make a run for Hangman. I'd go with that. I mean, they're still very over. MVP obviously is great on the microphone. I think that'd be fun. I feel it would feel fresh as much as we've seen Lashley and MVP and Shelton for so long now. Like
Well,
it
yeah, they're
feels like
49.
right, exactly. We've seen him forever, but seeing them versus, let's say, Hangman as the champ, like that feels like a fresh matchup. Like that's what I like would not have pictured. It kind of reminds me of, I think it was about maybe 2 months ago. It was just a match on Raw. It might have been the main event, but it was Penta versus Seth Rollins. And it was one of those like, man, I never pictured this match
Yeah.
happening. And that's, I get, think the same feeling I'm having. Like Lashley versus Hangman? Like never, that's like two universes that never have crossed. So I would like to see that. So
And I
I don't
would like
know.
the one that hurts the most out of all these injuries, the injury bug that's in AEW, in my opinion, is Swerve Strickland.
Oh yeah.
That
Oh
one's
yeah.
the worst. Like, because he has all the momentum in the world, and with Hangman as champion, and him playing a part in Hangman being champion, they were finally putting together a logical story involving the main event because it was under the death grip of the Death Riders for so long that nothing made sense. So
Yeah.
that hurts. I don't, but you can't go with. I'm sorry, Brian. It's like I hate to disagree with you on that one because you brought up some good points, but you can't go with the Hurt Syndicate. I don't know. They don't do anything for me in AEW. It's just basically playing the hits. Now, if you're gonna go
They
with
hurt people.
they do this. Yeah, that's the same thing.
The song says it.
Somebody
Yeah.
who jumped ship and changed their character completely and is there. Ricochet.
Okay, I thought about him too.
I,
I did think about him.
I mean, he has proven himself that this was like it wasn't the right call at first because they tried to make him like the same Ricochet light, but once he got past the Steve Urkel type thing of being like all dorky and everything and started to become like, vicious, it's working. So Ricochet, Kyle Fletcher is the obvious one. MJF, you can still get some mileage out of him until he goes on sabbatical to film the new series Gilmore Boys. But yeah, the Hurt Syndicate, I'm glad they lost the titles because they were kind of like just there. And you said they're not getting any younger. No, they're not because they're old.
No, they are. They are. So I say now's the time because
Bobby still looks like he did 25
Oh God,
years.
yeah. I mean,
let alone let me say that
he's incredible. So
he's not
go
Bob
now.
Lashley yet. He still goes Bobby. Bobby's the
Robert. Yeah. Robert Senior.
Lashley. French.
Guys, off air right now. Scott has entered the waiting room. Do you want me to let him in and just say, hey, you want to hang out with us?
Let's do it.
I mean, we can go to, or we can do like, what else we got to talk about here? Why don't we just go right into it?
No, we got things to talk about. Not a ton, but we'll keep it moving. All right. So I'm just gonna admit him and then just do like an intro here, sort of thing. Well, I hit admit. Okay, there we go.
Patience.
It was delayed.
Oh, Scott Norton, maybe.
Oh, it must
Scott
be.
Norton. It's like you say his name. Say his name. He appears.
Wasn't that his gimmick,
believe
Joe?
in Scott Norton.
I always like playing Scott Norton on WCW NWO World Tour for my 64 because he would with his clothesline, there was a 95% chance that he would TKO the other guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Wasn't he like with Buff Bagwell and NWO as Vicious and Delicious?
Yes. Great memory. Yeah. I love Scott Norton.
He was
that guy.
I'm so glad my wife doesn't listen. She's like, oh, you can remember Vicious and Delicious, but you don't remember to take out the garbage. Well, some things are more important.
Exactly. They're vicious and delicious, honey.
Joe's like, here's
Scott Norton was the vicious one.
Oh, it's not Scott Norton. Kevin, it's your friend Scott.
Hey.
Mike's not working there, Scotty. Let me try that again. Well, while we wait and see if our guest picker Scott can really join us, as he was having some technical difficulties, let's quickly touch on NXT because they had their Heatwave show on Sunday. Just a couple things from that and the show on Tuesday night. Oba Femi, the champ, defeats Javon Evans. Ricky Starks confronted Oba afterward. And guys, Oba's been the champ now since early January. I thought Javon had a chance as being champ. Thought maybe they'd go that way, but they did not. Do you see Ricky, or really is there anybody else you see beating this guy? Because he's on a hell of a run and seems to be just more and more impressive every time I see him, that I don't see any. Usually you kind of can see who maybe the next person is. I'm having a hard time struggling with it, besides possibly Ricky Starks.
Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints, thank you. Ricky Starks doesn't have a chance. Ricky Saints has a chance.
No,
looks
I
like
don't.
A monster, right? He looks like a star. You need to, because I would say Javon, a puncher's, I mean, he's so small. I don't even want to say punch because it wouldn't do anything to Oba. But he had a sliver, right? It wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
No. Maybe Ricky has a 5%, maybe a 10.
That's not a lot.
But on the roster, I can't think
odds.
of someone who can stand face to face. Well, okay. So his name is drawing a blank in my mind right now, Joe. I wish I had vicious and delicious memory like you. the gentleman who won
LFG.
LFG.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't,
Troy.
yeah,
Yeah, Jasper
yeah.
Troy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
given time, when
Yeah.
those two
In
went
time.
against each other, I mean, legitimately, I thought, okay, this is like a 30% when that match kept on going on.
Right.
A little bit green to give him that
A little bit.
position, but within time, I could see maybe that. But right now, when you look at that roster, I don't see anybody, which is a good thing
Yeah.
and a bad thing because you are putting NXT boom to the level of your champion is the best of the
A
best.
great champion. Yeah.
But he's gonna have to lose sometime because he's gonna be on that main roster within time. Like,
Does he have to lose?
well, I guess he
Asuka
could.
didn't.
That is true.
Yeah. I've thought about that a little too. Maybe they just
But the
I am
person
forever
who
champion.
think about the person who beats him, you have the biggest Barry
Charlotte Flair.
Horowitz
I'm just
pat on the
kidding.
back. But I just can't
Yeah.
think of anyone legitimately. Maybe Ricky Saints, and if he cheats or something, right? Like face to face, I'm going down. I'm going
Yeah.
3% chance.
There you
But
Like
go.
Kevin,
in a real
Kevin,
predictable game.
realistically asking, do you want to see him lose to someone cheating?
No.
Because like that would I think that's been proven, like you don't end someone that dominant by cheating after the Goldberg cattle prod thing. We know how that kind of backfired on it.
Oh,
It's like
good
it still
call.
leaves a little nasty taste in your mouth. And when you have someone who is that dominant and they lose by cheating, I mean, granted, Roman Reigns lost due to everyone
Yeah.
interfering, but that was a little different because it
It
was
was
both sides
bloodline rules. Yep.
but it was both sides interfering for each
Correct.
other. So
And he's
Correct.
that's where
won so
like
many
that.
times like that.
Yeah.
Right. And he
That
was
too.
very dominant. So like that was a
Mhm.
little, that wasn't really about him like getting screwed out of the title. It was a matter of like, everybody was involved in that one to end the story. But with Oba, I don't see Ricky Saints beating him, but I see this as an opportunity for him to see what he can do with someone with like a main event type caliber match, main
Hmm.
roster type person in NXT, because I don't see Ricky Saints sticking around in NXT for much longer. And
That
it's
is
Fair.
not
true.
because he's Cody's boy. It's because of the fact that he's just like, he's built for I'd say he's built for SmackDown.
Yeah. I could definitely see that.
It's a
Yeah,
worker show, yes.
he certainly could be a good fit for that. Another thing on NXT I thought was interesting was we had this Team Canada partnership of Chelsea Green and Ethan Page, right? And they had their tag team match against Tavion Heights and Tyra May. It was like Team USA. And even though they were in Massachusetts, Team Canada was just the overwhelming crowd support. That's really rare. And so I had two thoughts to it, guys. Is this just a case of like Chelsea and Ethan are just so over, such well enjoyable performers, and Tavion and Tyra May are both really, really new on the scene, Tyra especially? Or do you look at it as like crowd was just going to business for themselves? I know Jay's not here, and that's something he's like, "Come on, crowd, shut up." That sounds like he would say something like that because it's like, yeah, go along with the story. You're not booing Team USA. You're American, especially Ethan and Chelsea. Thankfully, they're not from Quebec because we know about that rant from a couple weeks ago that would have gotten his wrath big time.
Oh no, Chelsea and Ethan are so over and
Okay.
so over the top with their characters. You can't go root against them. And like you said, the other two are just so new that we haven't connected with them yet.
Yeah.
So this is just a matter of like, come on, how can you go against even when they're like dastardly villains, whatever you want to talk about? Chelsea and Ethan Page are just so entertaining and obnoxious that, oh God, yeah, bring those. Chelsea's already on the main roster.
Right.
When Ethan Page comes up, have him team with Chelsea.
Yeah,
Totally. It's working
100%.
perfectly. Yeah. I love
And
that. I love all
you know
that.
what? Keep the secret Hervis too. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's working. And they do their matches. They do bumps on the outside. They got the whole salute thing going on, like in the
They can be the
matches.
first
Like,
family. There you go.
100%. Yeah. It's working out really well. And no surprise with Chelsea, of course, but seeing these other partners get on with it, it's been just fine. And then on Tuesday night, too, guys, I can't remember the last time I seen well, no, I can, but I don't know if there's been any between a blindfold match. We had Miles Bourne and Lexis King, where the hood's over their face, and the only time I can remember this was because I ordered WrestleMania 7 and I videotaped it, so I watched it over and over and over again as a kid. And it was Jake the Snake versus Rick the Model Martel. And unfortunately, they had too much of a close up on Jake's hood because he went like this, and you saw this little mesh of his fingers, and it was like, oh man, oh okay. Well, if I was fully believing that this is not predetermined, then that might have killed it for me. So my question is, guys, like, is there a gimmick match that maybe hasn't been around in a while that you're like, hey, I missed that, or you had a favorite one from back in the day you wouldn't mind seeing coming back?
Hmm.
uh, more of what I wouldn't want to see. I don't think I ever need to see a hog pen match again.
Hog Pen,
I don't
yeah,
think I like the Boiler Room with Undertaker and Mankind was
that
amazing.
was a cool one.
But it's like when you think about it, I just can't imagine two people who could recreate that, right? Those are type of things where I'm like, it's the magic sense. But I think one that I would like to see within time with the multi uh El Grande Americanos, they all have to go against each other, and the loser has to take off the mask.
Okay,
Just to
yeah, the
reveal who we
mask
already
stipulation,
know, right?
right?
And then be like say if if it's Chad, okay, we would see Chad
Yeah.
or Kaiser or XYZ. Um, but I was trying to think of like what would make the most sense. And it's like you couldn't recreate some of the magic, but hey, somehow if you can do the Mountain Dew lights out match, that'd be sweet.
Oh,
You got it. The
I
pitch black
forgot.
Mountain Dew pitch black
Yes,
match.
that was
That,
fun.
that one's fun, right?
That was
That's
fun.
something
We
that
were all on the same page there. I know a lot of the internet was like, "This is terrible." I
Everyone
thought
else
it was
hated
cool.
it, and
Jason wanted a pay-per-view of it. All matches lights out, pitch black.
we all ended up buying that nasty sludge of
Yes, we
garbage
did.
that was, and it was
I remember exactly
awful.
where I drank it in a hotel room in Columbus, Indiana. Because like, as weird as that sounds, because I was
Put a
traveling for work,
stain on your
I'll
heart.
always remember where I had that purplish color Mountain Dew that yeah.
So Joe
It
Joe
was.
remembers Vicious and Delicious, and Kevin remembers Pitch Black Taste Test in Columbus, Indiana. I got to come up with some random one that I remember.
I think the only gimmick match that like you bring that up that I would like to see with the current roster, I'll go with WWE, and that would be an Inferno match with Aleister Black and Damian Priest.
I like that idea.
Ooh, that'd
Yeah,
be nice.
that'd be cool. Yeah, and a lot of these gimmick matches, like, the Firefly Funhouse match, like that's Bray Wyatt's thing. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
make sense to bring that back, right? So you have to
No, you
kind of
can with
find
Uncle
something better.
Howdy. You can with the
In
Wyatt Six.
theory, yeah, in theory you could.
Or the
Yeah, so
compound,
yeah,
right?
the
Remember,
compound, yep. So there's some different ways, but yeah, the blindfold match, I'm like, God, that's a blast from the past that I hadn't seen in quite some time. So shout out to Rick Martel and Jake the Snake Roberts. We're gonna give another go here with our guest picker because we're getting to be almost that time for Clash in Paris predictions. Scotty, old boy.
Howdy.
Hey!
I hear you.
yeah, we can
Second
hear
time's
the
a
boys.
charm.
I
Speaking of
was
Uncle Howdy,
2020
there.
for a while there.
You're here.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Absolutely, my
What
friend.
is up, my
Welcome.
friend?
How's it going?
It's going
We're
good,
here.
man. Yeah, yeah. Glad to have you back on the show for second guest picker. We're gonna get to the picks in a minute. We're talking just some of the week that was in professional wrestling. It's what we typically do on the show.
Oh
Um,
yes.
I want to talk real quick about something that happened on Monday Night Raw. Of course, they were in, and the pronunciation was very strict. Birmingham.
Birmingham, yes.
Definitely not Birmingham,
Right. Yes.
Alabama. Birmingham. My Alabama man
Or
impression. I need to bring that
or
back.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham, Michigan. Yeah.
Birmingham.
So Becky Lynch cut a promo on Nikki Bella, and she did the classic heel cheap pop stuff of ripping on the town, and specifically Birmingham, the hometown of the late Ozzy Osbourne, of course, who passed away about, what, a month or so ago. And okay, got the cheap heat like it's supposed to do. Well, then, you go on social media the next day, Kelly Osbourne, Ozzy's daughter, has a whole complaint about it, saying that was out of line, poor taste. You get the gist of it. So, I mean, guys, when you saw the line, when you saw her said it, like, what was your first thoughts? Did you kind of think like, well, it's fair game, it's cheap heat, that's a classic wrestling staple? Or did you even have a little bit of like, whoa, too soon? Like, what are we doing here? Joe, what was your first thoughts when you saw that line?
I felt like she was praising him because she was saying it was the greatest thing that happened in that town was Ozzy. I felt like it was a compliment. I think she
Okay.
like kept going with it, but I took it as a backhanded compliment of Ozzy to insult the crowd.
Yeah.
That's what
I
it was
agree.
used for. And you know what? You say too soon. Do you not remember Eddie Guerrero the next week? What Randy said to Ray?
Oh,
And
well, I
that was
mean,
one of
yeah.
their own.
Right.
So
Right.
no, I'm sorry. I understand where Kelly is coming from as someone who's lost a parent. However, you do it private, like you don't go online, but that's her be that's what she does. Whatever. I didn't look at it as offensive at all. I looked at it as a
Mm-hmm.
compliment to Ozzy. And if anything, the thing that she should have got Becky in the most heat was talking about Ireland and the UK's beef for 800 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting part about it. I hadn't thought of it like as a praising, but yeah, Scott, you said you kind of had a little bit similar thought.
Yeah, I think so too. It's it, it was still probably pretty raw for the city, losing one of their own. So maybe it
Yeah.
was a little raw for them, but that's kind of, I don't know. I don't think it was disrespectful to Ozzy. It just might have been maybe a little too soon for the audience, but
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it.
What about you, Kev?
I maybe I'm a little teetering towards the not 100% cool type situation. I think it was just more for approach. And this is the thing. Seth does similar crap, right? Makes fun of things, does it, but he laughs. And you can tell he's cocky this. Becky has that stone cold face, and she just looks like a bee when she talks. Is so when she says it, I think it's just so much more impactful because it looks like she truly wants to make people feel bad with her words. And that's the way, like when I was watching, I was like, whoa, like it took me and I was just like, wow, because she's like, yeah, the guy died. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
like Ozzy wanted to leave this place because he wanted a better life somewhere else. No, it was just like, no, he died. Like he wanted to get out of here. Blah. Like it was like when you first heard it, it was crazy. Shout out to Kelly, right? She's protecting her family, blah blah blah. I think she looks very much like her mom, by the way. Like so much plastic surgery. Not this isn't like plastic
Okay.
She
surgery
does look like her
podcast,
mom. You're right.
but
You better
like,
be careful. She could say you crossed the line and start
Yep.
tweeting against us now.
Thanks
but,
for thanks for
but I
putting us
just
in the crosshairs, Kev.
I
Thanks.
just I feel like it was
Whatever, we're viral.
maybe 5% tasteless just live watching it, right? But she did it to get the reaction.
Yeah.
That was the best thing. And people were like totally going wild and booing her out of the building. But I do see there could be some backlash. Like maybe she'll be forced to apologize.
Oh,
Well, I
Question
mean,
mark?
I guess the
Like,
thing is, it's like I'm sure Kelly knows, like, it's part of the show. It's part of the show. Like Rebecca Quinn, I'm sure doesn't personally feel like Ozzy needed to leave to go to LA because this town stinks, right? That didn't happen in real life. It's part of the show. Now, I will say, because of WWE's past relationship with the Osborne family, I mean, Ozzy is a Hall of Famer,
yeah.
right? That maybe somebody, and maybe it's not the easiest thing to do, but maybe somebody should have got a hold of the Osborne family to say, is this cool with you guys? Because it is still fresh. They just had, obviously, with his passing, but that was just a couple weeks after he had his last show ever in Birmingham. Saying that right. So yeah, I get where it's like it's very fresh. It's very current and could elicit some poor feelings. So maybe that should have been under consideration, but no, I certainly don't hope she comes on Monday and issues an apology. Like it's part of the show.
yeah,
She
I really
doesn't
hope that
really
doesn't
feel
happen.
this way, Kelly Osbourne. Like I get it, but it's part of the show. It's gonna be okay, really.
Maybe
And
Kelly
shout
comes
out
back
and
with some maybe Kelly comes with some Cyndi Lauper vibes.
I know that she come out
And
with Nikki
just
Bella on Clash in Paris. If that happens, then hey, we all got worked. I guess that's cool. Whatever.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Kevin for calling Becky a B word because if you call her a C, she gets confused.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm a
The
J.
react if you remember that a part of the like, you are a C,
Oh,
and the look
yeah,
on her face of,
yeah.
yeah, a coward. He's like, oh, I thought you meant the other thing. Okay. That I took
Wow.
that was more memorable to me. Like the Ozzy line was
Yeah.
a throwaway for me, but you know what? We're still talking about it.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Whatever.
Interesting, but we'll see if there's anything more that comes of it. But let's get into it, guys. This is Clash in Paris. It is Sunday, I think 2 o'clock Eastern time for
Yes.
us, right? Scott, you're a parent like myself and Kevin. What do you think about these like afternoon PLEs? Like, are you in favor of those more so than the traditional like Saturday night, Sunday night thing? Or is it, hey, I've got kids, man. I got things to do. I'm not going to be able to watch it. How does it go for you?
I like the evening ones. I tend to forget it like
Yeah,
my
yeah,
I'm not conditioned to
yeah.
look for wrestling in the daytime still. I mean, it's not like it's a new
Right.
thing. It's been going on for a long time.
What if it was in the
But
morning, like when they did
Oh
New
my
Zealand or
Dude,
God.
Australia, where we all
yeah.
woke up at
oh
whatever
yeah.
You did the
6:30 or
5
7?
a.m. one. I was like,
Yeah.
And
no.
and I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I don't think having kids has anything to do with this, to be honest with you. It's like, people without kids have things to do on weekends as well. So it's
Fair,
like
fair.
we're
But
not
I'm
just
just,
sitting
yes.
around going, man, I wish wrestling was on.
If I
Thank
didn't have
God,
kids, I'd be
you know,
sitting. Man, would I
it's
sit?
yeah, it's like this has nothing to do with kids. So it's like, I'm stepping in on that one when you say
Fair,
like, oh,
fair.
we all have kids. So like,
Okay.
with these afternoon ones, I'm like, I can do things too,
Joe,
instead of
okay,
just
yes, Joe, I
waiting for
say that
wrestling.
because of that's how my experience is.
Right.
Meaning like I can't always watch it during the day
I'm
because
speaking
I
up for
gotta
all of
take
the adults who do not
fair.
have
Right.
children.
Yes, I'm not
Because
there to
we are
disparage
part of
you.
this too.
You
It's
are.
just that adults without kids have the luxury of being able to put like uh their own things they
We're
want to do in their calendar. I can't be cluttering the calendar with stuff I want to do because I have to know
we're not having that
what game
conversation here because
what
another
game is
one's not
there.
here. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. That's
I'm
that's where
not
I was at
allowed
with
to
that.
touch the calendar.
And Kevin's right, man. Like he's the one who sent out the text at like 2:30 on Monday saying, "Hey, Raw starts in like 30 minutes, guys, at 3 o'clock. Don't forget." And it's like, oh, of course I forgot. I forgot. Now
Right.
it's Netflix. They can do it live from whenever they want.
And
So,
I started it when I
I'm
got
not
home from
conditioned it.
work 2 hours later. No commercials.
I still
Jason,
watched
Yeah,
I'm
it
saying it right now.
normal
Jason
time.
was right. It's a game changer.
that is nice. That is definitely a nice thing for that, for sure. All
I'm
right,
going to say
so
that again. Jason was right.
okay. That's official. Since Jason isn't here, he has texted me his picks. But what we'll do is we have 5 matches on the card and we have 3 bonus questions. And Scott, you remember how we do this. We just go around like college game day, give a couple quick little thoughts about the match and your pick, and we'll keep on going.
And speaking of college game day, I told Kevin before I got on here that that I have not been as good at watching wrestling in the last several months and as I once was. So I feel a bit like Pat McAfee.
Yeah.
Barely knowing the product, but showing up and talking about it anyway.
Well,
That's right. That's right.
Good thing is all the matches, you're going to know everybody.
Exactly. I'm excited about the card. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. And now I feel bad I don't have like a mask by me because this Saturday is Lee Corso's last game day. I had to put like the headgear on like Corso.
Oh, where are they?
In Ohio State, I believe.
Ohio State.
I believe.
No,
Ohio State, Texas. There it is. There it is. Not so fast. That's right. Thank you, Joe. Thank you.
There you go,
All
Brian.
right.
If that makes you feel any better,
It does.
there you go.
A little throwback for Cody.
There it is. There it is. Wow. All
we
right,
got the Raider Nation going on here. Let's do this.
I gotta do a quick peek here. Let me see. I got my kid's like toy box chest here. Oh, what's this? Let's see. No, darn. I was hoping I had a lucha mask.
You know
there.
what?
No,
I'm gonna go
with
with
the mask of Elvira.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with dark helmet and just
Yeah, dark. Shout out
It's a little
Spaceballs.
hot under there.
All right. Well, then let's get to it though, guys. Let's go with how about
You only
let's
got
go with
5.
let's go with the championship match to start. It's a 4-way, Scott. It's Seth Rollins defending against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight.
I like Seth to retain.
All right.
Not so fast. No. I'm just kidding.
Already? And Kevin, you are keeping track of the picks, correct?
Yeah, that's
not-
All right.
but he had, for those of you who are not watching on YouTube and just listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, Kevin had to put his Stardust mask
yeah.
away, which he has on a mannequin head, a dummy head. It's like legit. Like he has it on display ready to go. So that's
There
why
it
Kevin
is.
wasn't at that is why Kevin was not at the spreadsheet, because he had to go. When I saw that, I'm like, oh my God, is he a big fan of Al Snow? Nope, that's where the Stardust mask goes.
Where else could it possibly be?
True.
Does Laura have one to keep her gold dust mask too?
Fun fact: Goldust mask is right next to Stardust.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
it is. Yes.
wasn't
So
looking close
Kevin,
enough.
I hope that gave you enough time to get the spread. Chose Seth Rollins to retain.
I 100% have it ready and up and running, and we got Scott with Seth Rollins.
That's
being
right.
victorious.
Why don't you go next then, Kev?
I think Scott. It doesn't matter if you are watching every week and an expert or a casual fan or a little bit of in between. Everyone has to think that Seth freaking Rollins has a shot and will win that
Yeah.
match.
I see what you did there. Joe?
Kevin, don't say 100%. That's my gimmick.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say Seth Rollins wins this match, has 100% chance of winning this match. I'm picking Seth Rollins, 100% chance of retaining.
I feel good about that 100% versus the other ones that you've done 100% on. So you may be breaking the streak, Joe. We'll have to see.
We're going to see how strong it is.
Yeah, this is the test. I'm also going Seth Rollins, Kev, and so does Jason. You know, guys, let's be real. He just won the title,
Bingo.
at SummerSlam. I can't imagine he would lose it just at the very next show. That's very unlike how it has been with championship reigns in the last year plus.
It's 2020, quote unquote, vision is all showing.
The vision,
Seth
yeah.
Rollins.
Well said. All right, Scott, match number 2. It's Becky Lynch defending the Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella. The Hall of Famer coming back for big time backs.
I was tempted to go against the grain and give Nikki a chance. I think Becky holds it.
All right, we'll go to
I
you,
don't even know if
Kev.
that is against the grain. thought.
We'll find out. Yeah.
No, I'm in your brain, man, because I was like, man, it was message that maybe in a long time WWE doesn't make people say sorry. Maybe her
Ooh.
losing is the sorry to make up for Monday night. But
Okay.
in all actuality, no, Becky's gonna
All
win.
right.
Sorry,
Okay.
Nikki. You
Put-
you might be thinking Becky's the C, but you're gonna be the big L at the end of that night.
They just throw that word around anyway.
You put that out in the
Howard.
universe, though. I see what
Oh,
you
she
did
is a
there.
C.
Okay.
Champion, as in Becky's
Yeah,
gonna be a
in
champion.
parentheses.
Wow. Well done. Joe.
I am just grateful that Lyra is not in this match. So I'm picking Becky.
That's reason enough. I'm also picking Becky. It's just I'm not right there yet with Nikki Bella as far as like, is Brie Bella gonna come out? Is Kelly Osbourne coming out? Right? I don't think either of those are happening, so I gotta stick with Becky Lynch. And so does Jay. He's in lockstep with everybody. So we're 100% on Seth and Becky Lynch for the first two matches. Match number 3, Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. And boy, I'll tell you, Scott, I know you haven't been watching it as much like you said lately. Bronson's gimmick is once he beats up Roman Reigns, he has stolen his sneakers twice.
Yes.
He wears them over his neck, and by God, they've called it the Shoe La Fala.
Yes. I loved it.
And the new T-shirt,
Yes,
the tribal thief with the shoes
tribal
on it.
thief. That I
Yeah.
laugh every time that is brought up on TV. I just laugh out loud. Shoe La Fala and tribal thief. God damn, that's good stuff, man. Who do you like here, buddy?
I think I'm going Bronson Reed.
Let's go.
I think we
Steal
get some
those
shenanigans.
shoes.
I think we get some shenanigans in there. And I think Bronson Reed goes over. I feel like he's been up there kind of jobbing to the stars quite a bit. And I don't know. I think it might be his time.
Man, all right. Let's get it. Let's keep more sneakers. Keep getting them. He needs to have like 12 pairs.
The shoe collector just
I love it. Kev, who do you like with Roman and Bronson?
See, that should have been a bonus question, Bri.
How many shoes?
Will Bronson be stealing Roman's shoes before the
Let's
end
hope
of the night?
so. Let's hope so.
Not that it's for a point, but I do think he's going to steal the shoes after the match beatdown. After Roman gets the victory. I think Roman kind of had a really good promo on Monday night of like, he was X, he was Y, he was Z, and he has his comeback trail now. Maybe I fed into it and I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, but I can't see him taking the loss and having that trajectory to get back up. So I think Bronson can lose every time and just give people tsunamis, and the dude looks like an all-star. So I think Roman, not that he needs it, but I feel like it would do more bad for Roman to lose versus Bronson to do the same. I think that makes sense, maybe.
I think
so. I think Roman's gonna win.
Victory. Joe?
Bronson's in a perfect spot because he is with Roman Reigns. And when you're in the ring with Roman Reigns, you're a star. He's in the position where he doesn't go against guys who are just up and coming. You're a star already. So Roman wins. Bronson's a star. That's all that matters. And will he get another pair of shoes? Well, it wasn't a bonus question, so probably not. But Roman wins.
I have gone back and forth on this one. The one X factor is, what about Braun Breaker? Roman's talked about how he doesn't have his family, the bloodline anymore. Jay is occupied. He's got his own match. Does Braun Breaker get involved and give Bronson the Reed the win. It is very tough for me to pick against Roman Reigns. Like, that's just the natural, like, oh, Roman Reigns is wrestling? Okay, Roman wins. But F it, man. Let's go Bronson Reed. I think I'm going with my heart instead of my brains on this one. Joe's celebrating because he's probably gaining a point in the standings.
Jason
But,
definitely is Bronson, right? I'm cutting you off. Jason Bronson.
Jason has Roman Reigns.
Oh my, okay.
Wait, no, hold on. I was looking at the wrong thing. Oh no, he does have Roman Reigns still. I was looking at my picks because I put my picks on my notes in my phone earlier. No, he has Roman as well. So yeah, he's a Bronson guy.
Remember
But
confidence points from like 9 years
yeah,
ago? If we had to put confidence points, this would be my like
that'd be
least
my
confidence.
lowest.
I feel like a lot of the other ones I feel like, look, well, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. This I feel like could be a 51% Roman, 49% Bronson type.
Yeah. So yeah, Jay's got Roman. So we got 2 for Bronson, 3 for Roman on that one. That's gonna be fun. All right, how about the Donnybrook match? It's Sheamus and Rusev. This could be a show stealer if they're allowed to do all the fun stuff that a match like that should allow for it to happen. So I'm really looking forward to that one. Scott, who do you think here? Sheamus and Rusev.
I think the real winner is going to be big meaty men slapping meat.
Yeah.
I got a magnet that says that. Brian, thank you, Brian.
This one I thought could go either way. I kind of like Rusev. I think Rusev. I kind of, in my heart, I would love to see this become a series of matches, and it's kind of like a bar situation where they team up. It's been done very specifically before.
Yeah.
But I would love to see that exact thing happen again because I liked it. But
yeah. So Rusev was the pick, or was it Sheamus?
I pick Rusev.
Okay. All right. Kev?
I feel like he needs it. I feel like if he takes another loss, I feel like he's just going to be into obscurity. I feel like Rusev, this would be my this is probably going to be the reason why he's not going to win, but I feel like Rusev needs this because I feel like he's kind of on a lifeline. Because when his music hits, the crowd don't get excited. He's got to definitively beat the shit out of Sheamus in this match. And Sheamus has to lay on his back and just be beaten. And then maybe we'll think Rusev will, be a force like he used to be, coming out with no shoes on and long hair. Scary. But I think Rusev, victory.
I don't know if the hair part is going to change.
There's a lot.
But I know what you mean, though. I get what you're saying. Joe?
I said all I had to say about this feud last week. I went into detail about it, about how I want this to go on for a couple more months. So, yeah, I want this to go to WrestleMania. I'm such a Sheamus fan, but he's amazing. And anything he's in, I'm glued to the set. So I'm going with Rusev.
I see what you did there. Okay. All right. I'm also going with Rusev, probably more on the lines of what Kevin was thinking. It just seems like, yeah, let's keep, seeing what we can do with Rusev. Sheamus he's Teflon. People will always pop for Sheamus's music. So I can't go wrong there. Jay does have Sheamus. Jay did go with Sheamus on that one.
It's a shameful thing that he chose Sheamus.
Yeah, that is true. All right, that brings us to our final match. John Cena and Logan Paul, the Cena retirement tour. The dates are dwindling down, so big matchup here with John Cena and Logan Paul. What's the thoughts here, Scott?
I like Cena. I don't have a good reason other than it's Logan Paul. I never really know. Like, people like to see him get beat. So I like to see him get beat. I feel like give people what they want.
Throw a better punch, maybe in Clash. Did you guys see they had to redo it?
I did.
Yeah. That might be the first legitimate kind of mistake that I've seen, or something that just hasn't looked perfect from Logan Paul. Scott, I think I'm looking at, oh, nope, you picked Bronson and I picked Roman. I was gonna say, man, we might have been lockstep the entire way because I also have John Cena. Uh, un, deux, trois.
Mm,
1, 2,
mhm.
3.
Wait.
Okay, bilingual on this show.
See?
Joe?
No dos tres.
See,
Inside-
oh,
See?
trilingual.
Trilingual.
Okay, who knows sign language? Anyone?
Inside drive.
Bueno.
Yeah. All right, double thumbs up.
No,
All
1,
right,
2, 3. Isn't that
Joe,
it?
what do you got here? In theory, Kev, I presume.
Okay.
What do you got, Joe? Cena and Logan.
Oh, I'm going with I'm going with Logan. Logan Paul. He's got this
Ooh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, we are getting down to the last of his of Cena's matches, and he's got to lose one of them. And who's going to benefit the most of beating Cena? Logan Paul. Logan.
Okay.
I feel like this match is gonna like set up like Brock's gonna come out after. So
Exactly.
That was
Got it.
part of my thought a little bit, yeah. But he did just lose to Cody, Joe. So that's we talk about where's he gonna lose. But yeah.
Brock coming out if after Logan wins could that could give people what they want if
Yeah.
if
And that's
Logan goes over.
and that was part of my thinking too, was like, does Brock interfere so Logan picks up the win? Or is it a post-match thing like it was at SummerSlam?
Yeah, I got to make up some points here.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do a little workaround to see if that makes it.
like Batista, give me what I want.
Yeah, I'll go with Cena though. Yeah, I don't know. Is Brock gonna fly all the way to France for a little thing? He might, but maybe not. Maybe
he
he's
likes crepes.
hunting.
I don't know.
Maybe he does. Yeah, French bread. So yeah, give me John Cena.
That man isn't eat bread. That man eat meat. If caribou
fair.
in the French Alps,
The French Alps there is, yeah. Gotta be. And Jay does have Logan. He's always said he's a Logan Paul guy. So
Jason is a smart man.
Look at that. This show's all over the place today. All right, so those are the picks, and then we got our 3 quick bonus picks that we do here, Scott. So question number 1, we have Seth Rollins winning the 4-way. Who of the 3, what is it? CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight. Who takes the pin? Who gets pinned by Seth to get the win?
I think LA Knight.
LA Knight. Kev?
I think Jey Uso.
All right, Joe?
LA Knight.
I also have Jey Uso, and so does Jay. Jay has Jey Uso. If we can keep that straight, that'd be amazing. Bonus question number 2. This is only a 5-match card. Will a 6th match be added to the show? Maybe on SmackDown they set up something. Maybe there's an impromptu thing during the show. Scott, what do you think? Yes or no? Another match added.
I'm going to say yes.
Okay.
Just because the one was canceled, I think they fill that space with something.
That's a good point. All right, Kev.
I like that 5-match sweet spot for the PLEs that are like the bigger of the main 4. I guess Money in the Bank is like a 5 now, right? I think that more matches is great, but I almost want them to keep it that 5-match sweet spot because I feel like it's perfect. So I'm gonna say no.
All right, Joe.
Nope. Keep it at 5.
I have, and so does Jay. Both have yes. I just think because there's 5 matches and only one of them is a women's match. You know, Becky and Nikki. That maybe there's something like Charlotte and Alexa get a tag match against the Secret Hervis or something. Something else like gets thrown in.
Well, you and Jason are wrong. Jason.
Well, we'll have to find out.
Main card.
I don't. Yeah. Well, yeah. There's no pre-show thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just from when
What
the
if
show
it's an
begins.
unsanctioned match? It doesn't count.
I would say that counts. Please.
This isn't the 90s. Brian's favorite pay-per-view, the Free for All on the TV Guide Network.
Brian just won a house.
Right.
Where's Todd at?
Just a nice. Yeah, give us a nice unsanctioned match with a referee and a ring announcer and and commentators.
If people wrestle and there's a referee that makes a pin, I'm saying that's a match, whether that's unsanctioned or not. That's my declaration. So yeah, so B and J both got yes. And the last one, Scott, is will Triple H make a live appearance in the crowd? He does that, a lot of times he opens the show, welcomes, or he comes out and reads the attendance for the night. Do you think he shows up in France? Yes or no?
I think we get Steph.
Okay,
not
sure.
Trips.
Sure. All right. So that's a no. Kev?
I was thinking exactly the same. I think there'll be someone, maybe it'll be Cody. Cody doesn't
Cody's
have a
not on the
match.
card, yeah.
Maybe Rhea, she's not on there. Someone big. To I was trying to think, like, who is English?
Well, they're in France, Kev. That's a different country.
Paris, England.
I don't know. Who's Australian?
Who's French?
Who's Japanese? Like, what are we
La
doing
Res-
here? Who's Mexican?
Resistance.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I'm gonna say Renee. What's his face? I can't remember now.
Rene Dupree?
Rene Dupree. Is that right? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Renee Young.
I don't think Triple H will.
Okay.
I mean,
all right.
Kevin Owens is French Canadian. I mean, we could
Yeah,
go.
kind of work around maybe. All right. So what do you think? So it's no. We got two no's here, Joe.
Nah, he only shows up at the big ones.
Oh, okay. Me and Jay both have yes. I don't know.
Oh, you're both wrong.
Why not? So stop saying that. We
Maybe
don't know that
Double
for
H
sure.
will, but Triple H.
No, but let's clarify here.
Yeah.
You said he shows up on the show. Is it in front of the crowd, or do we see him in Gorilla? Because there's a difference.
No, it's got to
there.
be in ring.
It has to be
on mic.
in the crowd. The
In
crowd
ring.
has to be in.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
can't be backstage.
I don't mean like they walked by him backstage and you saw him for a half a second. I mean, if they go backstage and he cuts a promo,
okay, then
I'd say yes.
I'm still sticking with no.
He's got to go in the middle and be like, "Are you ready?"
He has to be on the show, and I think not a camera that walks by him. That's not on the show. Yes, he has to promo, says, "Are you ready?" or he talks to the crowd or helps break up wrestlers or whatever.
What if it's
that's part of the show?
What if it's
that's Adam Pearce's
him outside
job
of the Eiffel Tower?
I'm gonna say no to that. A live appearance, not a pre-tape from the Eiffel Tower.
What if it says live earlier today?
No, I'm saying no. What if he's in England, Kev, and not in France after all?
What if
do you think?
What if he's you don't watch it live, but it's live on the recording?
Well, I think that's a good chance that might happen. So I'll allow that.
I can see Brian getting a cutout of Triple H, putting it on his TV, pausing, and having Fiona or be like, 14 people are here.
Fiona's
in the background. Are you ready? The Triple H cutout. I hope that happens. Let's hope. All right. Well, that's gonna do it. Scott, thanks for hopping on. Great to see you again.
Yep, thank you for having me.
Anything you want to quickly touch on? I know I've seen on the Facebook you've been doing the music with the band, and that seems like you've had a lot of shows lately. Is there anything you want to touch on with that to let the people know to check you out?
No. Well, my band Intransient, we just played 2 shows in the last couple weeks. And I just actually was recording our album, recording vocals for a song that was the working title was John Cena.
Fun.
And it's been around since I think before last time I was on here. So
nice. Okay, what's a slow burner?
Yeah, we I got kids.
Yeah, exactly. The lyrics
that was Heath Slater. That was Heath Slater.
Do the lyrics go, "Your time is up, my time is now"?
No, it was like John Cena is the air that we breathe, for he's unseen.
Oh,
yeah, in our lungs, in our brains, in our bloodstreams. Yeah,
I love it.
But that's not
we quotes. Be a work in progress. I mean, I could throw some lyrics at you here.
Okay,
like you could say,
if you get writer's block, Scott,
if you find someone who makes you smile, even when you're trying to be grumpy, let them into your life.
I like it.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, that's on every page. Yeah.
Was that
an adverse
John
situation
Cena to the audience, like, and like most of his career.
Or
Yeah.
you could say an adverse situation can be an ultimate defining moment. Do you care? Oh, sorry. Do you cave in the face of a problem, or do you knuckle down, adapt, and overcome? Do 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 do.
Word life.
It writes
Word-
itself.
Sincerely,
Yeah.
Peacemaker.
That's right. All right. Well, cool, man. Well, thanks again for hopping on. And Kev, Joe, shout out to you guys. Jay, we miss you. Shout out to you. And to everybody, of course, thank you for listening and watching. It's youtube.com/That Wrestling Podcast, at That WrestlePod for social media, whatamaneuver.net if you want some That Wrestling Podcast merchandise. I'm going to say just a chance, we may do a post-show podcast on Sunday. That was some floating around the text. We'll have to see how the schedules lay out, so you may get a quick reaction pod maybe later on Sunday after Clash in Paris. As always, enjoy wrestling, and we will talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening. Follow That WrestlePod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube.
1, 2, 3, that's it!